Last time on an Akarran sunset, Loft aided and abetted the enemy. Cade caught it all on camera. Loria tried to make some people trip out and screamed at a bunch of people. And Narpa fell asleep, woke up, throat shot at a guy. Lakra got clawed real bad. And that's why Lakra's player won't be with us today. Lakra's player had to be absent, and Lakra's going to be in the hospital, racking up medical bills.
How's Lakra getting out?
Haul him up, or haul her up. Yeah. Same way you get out the bundles of the bilge crawlers. Balls on you guys, Court.
So
I want to get paid.
We're freed?
Yeah.
To do anything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Hig.
Okay. So are people sticking together or splitting?
Well, considering that I also need technological support due to the fact that my arm is dead, I'll also go to Hig.
Narpa. Loft.
I think I'll go with whoever has all the bilge crawlers to drop them off and get paid. Unless we go to Hig to get paid.
I want to meet Hig, so I'll go with Hig.
You already met Hig.
Blood Blue would probably just hand you guys pouch of coins himself and take them off.
Okay.
Okay, and you got 7 of them.
126.
Okay.
Divided by all of us.
Nope, you just get a sack of coins.
We get it each?
No, you just get a sack of coins. It's up to you guys to split them.
Who gets the sack of coins?
Well, I did say I was following him, so I guess I got it.
Well, Blood Blue would just drop it on the ground when he's leaving.
So who picks up the sack of coins?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Is a fight gonna break out?
Nah.
Nope.
So how do you divide the money? Do
So
you?
it is 100 and what was that?
26.
126.
It is 126?
Yeah.
I pick up the money and suggest to everyone, why don't we go to Hig and find somewhere to store this until we complete our bilge.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
How about we open a bank account and then take out all our medical bills from it? And then divide up the remainder?
Do you think that's going to have enough for all of our medical bills?
Not
So,
yet.
I mean,
Really
it's worth
think that.
It's worth looking into. I see no reason why we shouldn't look into it. So let's just go to Hig and ask all those questions.
Sounds like a plan.
I nod and I start walking.
So everybody's following Loria.
Lead the way, Loria.
Okay. So when you get to Hig, he'll point you to a section of the ship, which is where you'll be allowed to make your camp, is how he puts it. It's pretty much a slum area, and you're just going to be able to set up there. He'll say that he'll sell you a safe, or you can go and buy a safe, rather.
So there is not the ability to have a bank account.
Oh, the bank account. Yeah, you can go and set up a bank account.
What would be the downsides or upsides to that versus the safe?
That it would be mostly a local account, and it would take a while for it to catch up with anywhere else you might go. But you would have instant access to whatever you want here.
I think I'm willing to do the waiting part.
Same.
Yeah, it keeps it safe.
So do we want this to be a single account for the group or a individual account?
I was thinking deposit all this into the single account, take out the medical bills, then split it later.
Okay,
Basically, single account for now, individual accounts whenever it comes to that.
sounds good to me. Anybody else have any qualms against this?
I apologize. We took a waterboarding rubber chicken break. Where were we?
Bank account.
Yes, we have made a bank account for the group
Okay.
and put all of our
Well,
money
that
into it.
seemed like a stretch. Was it actually for the entire group?
Yes, it is one account that the entire group has all of our accumulated money put in. We specifically chose that for now.
Okay.
And then we were going to take whatever money is in there and try and pay off our medical bills. And then whatever is left over, we would either split up amongst us later or just hold on to for now.
Okay.
So what's the medical bills? How much is it going to cost for everybody?
GM smiles.
You're not gonna like the answer.
I know.
Yeah. So it's gonna be right around the ballpark of 12,000.
It's this again. Woo.
We're in debt again.
So, yeah, that'll be the rough medical expenses to date.
Okay.
None of which Loft owes.
Yep.
But Loft does owe money for Nick.
Mm-hmm. How much is that so I can actually write that down?
1,200. Everybody's finances are pooled.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to...
Are you transferring your cash into there?
Nope.
There are 126 spreads in the group account.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to somehow sign language motion to Hig that my throat is busted.
Are people going to explain for you?
Do I need to roll anything to notice her doing this, or is it fairly obvious?
I mean, I'm
That's
not...
pretty obvious.
Okay, then I'll just say she broke her throat thing. She screamed really loud and broke it. I think.
Is Laurie going to go to a board and just write what happened?
Is there a board that I can write on?
There's plenty of stuff you can write on.
Okay, so I'll write that.
Yeah, that could lead to a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I'll write
Well, nobody
down...
told me what actually happened to it, so...
I'll write down that a weirdo sent an energy blast that killed some of our machinery.
There you go. So EMP damage.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody's getting across.
I will also write down that Cade's arm is broken as well.
And at which point Kid would go, well, I mean, you didn't have to write that. I was about to say that.
And Lockra's.
Yeah, Lockers is done too. So I'm going to ask Hig if he can run some diagnostics on my arm.
Is your arm detachable?
Yeah.
So, do we want to say it's an active or passive or what?
In
That would
combat,
probably be an active.
So, Hig will remove your arm. What else doesn't work on people?
Locker's arm and the voice thing.
That's
That's it.
as far as I'm aware, that's it.
So, Hig's going to go and pull the hard drive component out of that.
Okay.
That's going to be the main thing that he's concerned with. So yours, he's going to require a small charge of 20 credits, because he's going to have to pretty much make a light program to it.
Is this supposed to be upfront or added to the bill?
That bill is not his bill.
Yeah, this is just...
Can he add it to a bill? Because I don't have money.
No.
How am I supposed to pay for this then?
Give him something. So you do get kind of a salary, but it goes to you.
Okay.
And this is something that Hig is doing for you outside of the... Then for Cade, he says that he can actually just copy some code over. However, it's, spoke right code.
Can I take a look at it before you do that real quick?
You can sort through it. It's code that's meant to pilot a much different cyberlimb than yours, so it'll have all the main functions and everything like that. But, so basically what we're going to do is put a buggy code modifier onto your arm. So if you have to do something with dexterity, you'll take disadvantage. Because what this code was designed to run was basically like a 3-pronged sort of clawy arm.
So, whenever I'm doing, say, a ballistics check, does that disadvantage still come into play?
No.
How is he checking it?
He's plugging in something to its hard drive.
Okay,
It'll basically be a...
I want the cord.
Okay.
Oh, you want to be able to do it later.
You'll have to buy the cord from it.
I'll trade him a knife.
What kind of knife?
It's the survival knife from the backpack.
Yeah, sure, he'll take that. But yeah, he plugs it into a screen and checks its hard drive, and it's just completely white. So he's putting a new operating system onto there and that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I basically just want it because I just happen to have a resident hacker sitting across from me that could probably help me out with this.
Who I imagine is currently playing with the mic.
Yes, but
That
he
was
won't
it.
be forever.
Okay, anything else?
Yes.
What?
I have something I want to sell.
Okay.
I just want to sell the two-handed sword.
No.
Yes. It is going away.
Okay.
Obviously,
It
go
has-
find somebody to sell it to.
It has cooties on it.
Yes.
After the whole omae wo oshinderu nani? It kind of
I still picture you looking all cool with your dirty strag, and it's just like, it's like when you're poking, that's big in cartoons when you're poking an ant, and then the ant takes the stick. It's like, oh no!
No, see, my favorite thing is just the crab took your knife somehow.
Yeah.
So the value on this is labeled as $350. I know I'm not going to get $350 for it, but
You
I
can
also
try.
want to try and roll persuasion too.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So if you have anything that would be related specifically to bartering, or make your case. How are you trying to persuade this guy to give you more money for it?
Clean. Never been used by me.
What
Mint
roles wise are you
condition.
trying to do?
But roll wise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that.
if there's any training that you want to use, or which of the 3 main persuasion
Outsmart,
methods.
sweet talk, or intimidation.
Sweet talk,
Okay.
which is a
So-
charisma, and
right.
I get and so I need to roll under a 11, and I have advantage.
Okay.
That's a 10,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to use it as 10.
okay, so 2 10s.
So whoever you choose is, most of the people that you choose are going to offer you a price in the range of 200.
On the dot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it for 200 then.
Okay.
I'm not even going to keep that money. That's just going to go straight to paying off my debt.
Okay. Loft just sold the 2-handed blade.
Mhm.
And what are we doing now?
Are we gonna go just back to the village, I'm assuming? Without Lakra?
Who is now in the hospital?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Nobody
unless
else got hurt.
there's something else, unless we want to try and see if there's another task that does not necessarily require as much potential death.
Cade awkwardly raises his left hand, looking at Narpa. Help?
You got it.
No. Do you want me shooting a gun with this?
You can do this, right?
Barely?
You
You're
can
good.
point with it, right?
Ish? Could you
Wait.
not just...
Do you need it right now, or like?
I mean, I'm not gonna die, hopefully.
But, like, maybe.
But like, it takes me a while to code things.
You've got basic code. It's just buggy.
So you're gonna tell me you guys sit here with your arm on a table for hours while I debug it?
What do you think happened the first time I got this thing?
Actually, Cade could just hand Narpa his hand.
Yeah, here's the cord.
Great. Now I've got 2 projects to code.
How long is this gonna take?
Forever.
No, you've got starting code here. You just have to fix it.
Can I make a recommendation out of game? Not doing this now?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do this now, then we're going to have to basically do downtime, which is going to make Lakra healed, and then it's going to be along the questions of
Okay, fair.
why is Lakra not joining us while we go out and do stuff?
Right.
Right now, we actually have a reason for Lakra not being with us.
I agree with you.
I mean, you can point and you can shoot, so.
Yeah. And as long as it doesn't affect my ballistic skill, I'll be okay.
So back in game, I got an idea. How about we work out an actual plan of attack this time, so we don't get murdered again?
I actually thought that our plan of attack was pretty good, except for the person who was in the lead was walking around with their eyes closed the whole time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What about the person banging the trash can lids?
What?
I mean, you said you wanted them clustered into us, and having them clustered would have been the best plan of attack.
Honestly, outside of a certain someone getting thrashed and you giving a sword to one of them,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even own a sword.
not anymore. I felt like that went fairly well. I mean, and technically, yes, that was my plan. To walk in, let them swarm us, we take them out, and we take them back up. We didn't even have to walk more than 50 feet before the plan worked.
Who all got injured in that? Was it literally just
Lakra.
Lakra?
Just Lakra.
I had some minor injuries.
Okay.
Narpa, I felt like the plan worked perfectly. We got 7 in the bag. We almost had 8 if a certain someone didn't, go and flat murder them with an Uzi.
We also got almost murdered, so how about we make a safer plan?
And by the way, if we run into another one of those weird boys, apparently they have little rings or items that you may or may not be able to take and, sell or use.
I'd rather not give them another chance to attack us with those.
Well,
If it's a long distance weapon in the dark, how exactly are we going to defend against them?
We sneak up on them.
I mean, I see no reason in not trying to sneak up on them instead of we've already tried the loud way, so why not try the sneaky way?
Because we don't know where they are.
Either way, it'll be the loud way, so.
Yeah. Alright, so Narpa, if you want to try a different strategy, what exactly are you proposing? Because we don't know where they are. We have no idea how to determine where they are, except for making ourselves known so that they charge us. And none of us are that stealthy. Yes.
Loft has his hand raised.
Yes, Law.
I actually may be able to track them.
How so?
Well, we have to release one back into the bilge.
Blood Blue just took them all.
I know. Basically, we need to get one of them back and
Nope.
release it.
We've already been paid.
They just have a bunch of them in cages. You can buy them.
Okay, so we just need to buy one and release it back into the bilge. And then I'm fairly certain that I would be able to track it back to wherever it goes.
I have another suggestion.
Yes.
These things are alive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
So
they're breathing.
We could probably track them with a thermal camera.
do you have a thermal camera?
I have a camera.
Just Loft just not mentioning that his eyes are thermal cameras.
I mean, I kind of assumed that everybody knew that my species had that
I
ability.
thought so too.
I mean, all Anzacs have that. It's just some of us have it more prevalent than others.
So I'm guessing that if Narpa says that, you can just say his eyes.
There we go.
So that means you're going to go in the lead this time?
I mean, I don't necessarily have to be in the lead because I don't really.
How are you going to guide us if you're not in the lead?
Good point. I don't really like that idea, but that's why I was kind of suggesting we track one. I mean, what would be the harm in tracking it versus just
Oh, there's
one?
no harm in tracking it. I'm totally down for that. I'm just saying for his, where there's heat tracking and only one of us could see heat, that's probably not our best idea.
Alternate plan.
Yes.
Yes.
Cade gives Loft a piggyback ride.
How does that help anything?
That way
What
you're both
size
in the
class
lead.
are you?
I'm size 4.
What? No, you're not.
I'm a human.
Yeah, humans are size 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm size class 5. That would be heavy.
That'd be incredibly heavy. So just like Kate just looks at Loft like Kate, how does that help anything?
You're both in the lead.
Or could walk side by side.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of stealth plans, but it doesn't seem like any of them are definitive and each one has the disadvantages compared to what we just did. Does anybody have an opinion other than Narpa and myself?
I'm definitely not going down there again just banging trash can lids. That was stupid.
I totally agree, that shouldn't happen again, seriously. But at the same time, regardless of one of our dudes just meleeing and losing at that melee with 2 of these things, that
One,
went fairly
actually.
well.
One.
Oh yeah, 1, because he literally hammered the other one into the ground. So, I mean, outside of that one instance, I kind of like the tracking idea. The main problem is, can you guarantee what the thing's going to do?
No.
Because we know that they don't track how large for those groups, Loria.
Around 8.
So we know we can handle about that. Because we just handled what, 7?
Yeah.
Not counting the one that Locker killed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a group of 8. That's about average. So we know we can handle that. But the question is, do we know that's not just going to run off by itself, or could it even worse run off into something bigger?
That's why I kind of like the idea of tracking it and then going quietly and following it from a distance, or waiting for it to get wherever it wants to go and then walking up on it stealthily without banging on people's arms. And
Okay, so if I heard them first, I would be much further down for this plan of loss.
which one?
The one of letting one loose and tracking it. Because if we can hear them coming at us, we've got a significant advantage, as opposed to if we can't hear them and we are only aware of their presence when we see them. Because we're going in the dark. If we don't want to draw attention to ourselves, that also means low light levels.
That doesn't bother me any.
You forget that not all of us could see infrared. So, be aware that if we go with this plan of yours, which I'm not necessarily against, you're going to have to be in the lead.
Okay. So then let's just put this up to a vote. Who says we release one and go follow it?
I'm okay with it.
Why not?
So are we ready as is to go into the sewer
I am.
and start the battle?
I think so.
Once the flashlight's recharged, and he gives me mine back.
Okay.
Wait,
so
we did the vote?
Yeah.
Yes. It was a
Oh.
3 versus
It-
1. If you, regardless of what you voted, 3 people said yes.
I was just going to abstain from that vote.
Okay. So,
Okay. So you got one of the little. You went and bought one
well, I don't know. How much do they cost?
to buy a size 3. It would cost you guys 16, but you could buy a size 2 for 10.
I kind of want to see what the size 2 and 3 look like.
Let's just get a 2 then.
It would pretty much be a toddler, like
Yeah.
a little demon toddler.
That's what I expected.
Okay. How much did we have? Like 120-ish?
126.
Yeah, and now you got 116. And a squirming, like, feral thing in a cage.
Cool.
Oh, no, it's just zip tied, because the cage would cost extra. Who's carrying this thing that would definitely be trying to bite people?
Blood blue.
Who's gonna throw it for?
Oh, actually, Blood Blue's not the one coming down on this one.
Oh, who's coming down?
Whoever's coming down on this one.
Swiss.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing an auto-resolve. The first group you encounter is 5 in size,
Okay.
2 of which are size class 5. Everything else is 4. So how are people dealing with this threat?
First off, do we notice them before they notice us?
Yes.
Okay. I would recommend trying to corralling them. This is just my recommendation.
Sort of surround them.
And then cut the lights on and move in.
Okay.
Are we doing this silently, or?
We would probably need to attempt to do it silently.
Basically keeping about how far? 10 meters maybe?
Something like that.
10 meters away from them, we circle around.
Cut the lights on, move in, and then
Conk them.
conk them. Does anybody else have any recommendations?
That works
thoughts?
fine for me.
Sounds good to me.
That works.
Okay, so what do we need to roll?
So you're doing it stealthily. You can either do stealth or agility.
Would my Darkling apply to this? I'm guessing no.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
So you would get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
I should probably be the one that moves the least, unless anyone else has worse stealth.
My
and
stealth is
oxygen.
3.
So
At 4.
you're
My God, why am I the stealthiest?
Because
Okay.
it's really hard to get high stealth.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So my base stealth is 7,
okay. So you would roll.
but my
under 11.
agility is 8. And you said I could either do stealth or agility.
Yeah. So it's either under 8 or under 11, depending on how you want to roll it.
Under 8 or under 11?
Base is going to be 4, so you would add your stealth to that 4
Oh, okay. So then it'd be 11.
Where's that 4 coming from?
because of the situation.
Okay.
There's an 11.
Literally an 11.
Okay, so that means you're going to be using stealth to get where you want.
Yes.
People who use agility are not going to be using stealth to get there. They're going to be trying to get there before anything bad happens to negate it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm letting you handle it.
Yes.
Because your goal is to get in place.
Yes.
I'm gonna sneak, so I'm looking for 9.
13.
First fail.
The second fail. I already failed.
He got a 13 as well.
Okay.
Out of 10. I was going for agility.
Oh, that's a bit worse. Your feet are stuck in some of the unstable ground. So you're going to start out, you're going to begin immobilized. Narpa, you failed the stealth roll. You were rolling stealth and failed?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to start a small trash avalanche,
Oh crap.
which means the two of you are going to be the targets.
The
Is
ones
trash
that passed?
avalanche how I got my feet stuck?
Sure.
You got your feet stuck in the trash avalanche.
Actually, no, you're going to be, since we left that up, you're going to be buried up to your waist.
Oh crap.
That's worse. Alright.
And Swiss is perfectly fine. He's also in position.
Okay.
At this
We'll-
point, you'll flip your lights on.
Yeah, flip our lights on and start trying to corral them,
Okay.
keeping them off of people, trying to move in to knock them out.
Am I at all affected by the avalanche?
No?
Okay, so I can still move with my light.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Narpa's just sitting at the top of it going like, oh no, I messed up. And Katie is buried at the bottom up to his waist. So there are technically 6, counting that one with the size class 1. The size class 2.
Yeah.
And they're all stunned by the light, but none of them are taking damage.
Okay.
So we'll just go in and knock him out.
So what rules do we need to do to resolve this relatively quickly?
Who wants to hold the light and who wants to move in and
I
melee?
will hold the line.
No, you don't
Why
have
not?
you don't have the option. Because you're stuck. You're too far away.
Oh.
You didn't get into position. You got stuck on the way.
So is Narpa holding a light?
Yeah.
Narpa also didn't get into position.
I have a light though.
Okay, so the only ones that can't hold the lights in position are me and Loft.
Right. That leaves Swiss to be the one who's beating them
Okay.
unconscious. But he's gonna go and start bashing.
Okay.
So turn 1.
Yeah.
It's gonna take more than one turn for them to get in position.
So I feel like we should just hold the lights while
And
we're
if,
waiting on them.
and if he starts getting in trouble, then start helping.
He's got one of them unconscious.
Oh my god.
We don't need to.
What,
So
what did he do?
he bashed it on the head with his giant claw arm, because Swiss has a giant claw arm, and that's turn 1. Cade can try to escape. Narpa can try to get closer.
I'll
Let's
try
try
to
to
get.
escape.
I'll try to get closer.
That's an agility.
Do I even have to roll?
Yeah, no.
Derp.
Apparently you did need to roll.
What'd you get?
15.
Wait.
What did,
Narcolepsy.
what did Cade get?
16.
Okay. And at this point, yeah. Narcolepsy.
Oh,
Derp.
you're asleep. That's a 17.
And that would explain the other one.
Okay. Narpa can mark XP though. So you're gonna start another trash avalanche and fall asleep and go down the hill.
With the trash avalanche.
Cade is going to now be buried up to his shoulders.
No, I just imagine like slowly turning
Did you not manage to get
to
up?
look at Narpa. Who is now?
Cade, make a luck roll.
Oh, sure. Now it rolls good.
Okay.
So you got a 6 out of
8.
8. Okay.
Narpa, also make a luck roll.
19.
Out of
8.
Okay. Cade, make an awareness check.
Yep.
4. Out of.
Yeah, that's a pass. What's Narpa's least favorite limb?
Okay.
Oh dear.
What?
He goes, huh?
Oh dear.
I probably one of the legs, his non-dominant leg,
Which is.
probably left. His
Are you-
right's normal.
Are you sure about that? Here, just roll a d4.
I don't want to lose my arms.
Roll a d4.
My arms.
Left arm,
You're hacking arms.
My hacking noodles.
right arm is 2. Left leg is 3.
I
Right
rolled
leg
a
is 3.
Left leg is
Left
3.
leg.
Okay. Your left leg is not pointing the correct direction.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
How hard did you narcolepsy just now?
Or he got a 19.
I just narcolepsy so hard it dislocated my left leg.
Well, that's more consequence of the trash avalanche with heavy objects in it. Okay. Another one got knocked out.
Okay, so that's 2? Or
Yeah,
just. Yeah, 2.
that's 2.
Okay. Can I just ready an action?
Yeah.
I just want to ready one of my abilities that I currently don't want to say what it is.
Okay.
So if something is going to happen to somebody, let me know.
Oh,
Well,
no.
besides Narpa,
Yes.
who's now made a popping sound.
I would probably
The
want
bad thing is, sorry.
to attempt the illusion.
What?
Oh
Okay.
boy, here we go again.
Alrighty. Go for it.
Me?
Was that a 19?
13.
Okay.
Fail.
What's your threshold?
8.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to fail to go off.
Yep.
And that's the second round.
Are you gonna attempt to dig yourself out?
I'm gonna have to, yeah.
Yeah, so dexterity, I guess, would be the way to do. Well, no, strength.
Is that your roll? Because I've seen you holding that 7 for
Yes.
a while.
My strength is 6, but if he's near me, I get a +2.
I'm going to let you free yourself up to your waist with that.
If I'm done the last action that Narpa took.
Now, Narpa, you can try to wake up.
Has Narpa taken damage yet? From.
Did he take damage from the
Yeah, that definitely
leg
took damage.
dislocation?
I was not told the damage.
Oh, well, so, for one, this is what a critical damage looked like to your left leg. It's just your left leg can't be used. So if you're trying to move, you move at half speed.
At least I can still code.
Is it dislocated or is it broken?
You don't know?
Okay.
Take a d10.
Ooh.
Because that's gonna be awful for going to the next ones.
6. Ouch.
And that's physical?
Yeah.
Does he take
Well,
any
I mean-
weirdness damage from it?
And another one gets bonked out. Jeez.
God,
Smith is doing his job,
I know.
Yeah, and
That's a 9 to wake up.
What do you need to wake up?
Willpower was 10.
Oh, so you wake up.
Don't make another trash land.
Ouch!
Narpa, you idiot!
So now it's the weirdness damage, right?
yeah. So that'll be a d8.
Oh jeez.
It's fairly stressful.
That's 4.
Well, we don't know if it's dislocated yet.
And then what are Loft and Loria doing?
Still holding the light.
Yeah, that's makes 3 turns we've held the lights.
Okay.
And they have, was it 6?
6.
6.
I'm working on it.
Are we gonna be closing in while this is happening?
Yes.
Okay.
So as long as it does not cause the bilge colors to spread out.
Staying at a
Okay.
distance would be smarter.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you come closer, then they could spread out.
Okay.
Alright, so
And I'm still holding my action.
Yeah, and Swiss is just bonking them, trying to get this over as quickly as possible.
I mean, he's bonking out 1 a turn, so.
I mean, he's doing his job. What can I say?
Oh, he's gone for the ones that are size class 4.
Were they the bigger ones or the smaller ones?
The smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
They're-
2 that are fine.
Yes. Those are going to take more than 1 hit, so he's taking the smaller ones out.
Okay.
And then 1 more round. So what's Narpa doing?
I can't walk. I need to find a way to walk.
You can drag yourself over.
Yeah, you can walk with a crippled leg. It's just half speed.
I want to get it up to 3/4 speed. Maybe like a splint or something. I don't know. A crutch? Can I find a crutch?
Well, I mean, you could just hobble your way closer and turn your light on so one of us could turn our lights off and continue to help.
Or you could try to shoot the last one.
That would make noise.
And the trash lamps did not.
It did.
I'd rather just look for a, scramble around for a pipe or something.
Yeah, scramble around for a pipe. That'll be your turn.
Okay.
And I have to roll to try to get out of this trash. I swear.
You got a 20.
Cade has encountered a sinkhole. He's gone.